Hey guys, welcome back to Commander vs. Series Season 6, Episode 3. Justin Parnell, Jeremy Knoll, Stephen Green, John Suarez. What are you turning your nose up over there?
3, didn't you? And you got
eye.
pulled in. That's what happened. Yeah.
Now,
Stinky face.
Smell his deck from over here, man.
yeah, it's goblins stink. That's just
They
fact.
have not showered.
Smoking.
Fact of the multiverse. So today, guys, we are revisiting a theme that we've done before. And I say theme because it's very loose for a theme.
Yeah.
But we are going to attempt to play a game of competitive Commander.
We're going to attempt to make the game last longer
That's not true.
than like 4 or 5 turns.
We managed
That is-
that the last time
Only
we
if
played.
I'm
We
in
managed that.
control.
I managed to beat you down slowly with
Yeah, so now last time we played this, Steven was able to defeat everyone with Carador Ghost Chieftain.
Boonweaver Giant.
You did play Boonweaver Giant, that's
Yeah.
true. So, again, we're going to play competitive decks. Keep in mind, I don't think any of us have actually played a real competitive game of Commander with these decks that we're playing today.
That's definitely correct.
So,
Yeah.
when you go to comment, if you haven't already, complaining, just be gentle, is what we're reminding you. Because I know some of us during this game are not going to be gentle. Namely, John Suarez, who has the most hateful Magic cards that I've seen in a game of Commander in many moons.
They very much... He doesn't want anyone else to play Magic.
No.
He has channeled his inner anger and intolerance.
Yeah.
Fun police.
Yeah, normally I would say this is like classic Glenn Jones School of Magic. Find out a mountain of fun to be had. I'm going to have the most of it. But John doesn't want anyone to have any fun, including himself.
Yeah, he's pretty much resigned himself to not having... No one having fun.
No one. All right, so
Yeah.
what are you working with?
Well, playing Daretti, Scrap Savant, Goblin Planeswalker.
It is.
I play a lot of Vintage, along with you.
Yeah, indeed.
So, some Stax effects have kind of been here and calling my name.
I've played against some of what's going on, probably more than most people.
True. But I'm going to be playing a mono red, heavily artifact-based destruction deck. We're going to try and make sure you guys don't do anything.
Awesome.
No lands, no creatures, no permanents. Ward of Bones, you may be familiar with.
But if we're not,
But if you're not, each opponent who controls more creatures than me can't play creature cards. And the same thing is true for artifacts, enchantments, and lands.
Gross.
so
Yes. Yes is correct.
yeah, so we're not gonna. If that's out, we're probably not gonna be able to do.
You're not going to be doing much. No, you're going to want to deal with that card immediately.
Yeah.
No. Trinisphere, 3-ball.
3-ball.
Season episode 3 had to bring out Trinisphere.
It's only appropriate.
Yeah, it's only appropriate. Yeah, you guys are playing things that Trinisphere is probably going to like to mess around with a little bit. So, and then we're just going to slowly stacks everyone out.
Yep, just grind them into fine powder.
Yeah, it's great.
So I'm doing something that is also.
Something new. You've clearly never played this color combination ever in your life.
Look, I know coming into this one is I want to try to win, just like all of us do. I want to try to win. So I'm going home to the Golgari clan to try to pull out a W.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I have played a lot of these cards before. I'm playing Jarad, Golgari Lichlord, and I would say that I arguably have the most powerful card in Commander
I agree.
in my deck, which is Hermit Druid. Obviously, this dumps a large portion of my library into my graveyard, and I'm playing a graveyard-based deck. Like green-black, that's what you're doing. So have a little Triskelion Mikaeus combo, have a survival combo with everything else in my deck. Try to turn arguably the most powerful Zombify effect that's ever existed, because it can be free, and it probably will be. And then Hermit Druid, which is just making my graveyard my hand. Plus those. So, I mean, it's certainly a combo deck. There's a bunch in here, and I'm gonna try to kill everyone in a variety of ways.
Looks like you got some combos out there.
Yeah. I'm not the only one that does, though.
No, you're
yeah,
not.
Jeremy.
He's playing it for Phyrexian Dreadnought. Let's just talk about that.
All right,
Yeah.
so I wanted to research a little bit because I was like, okay, I know that like Maelstrom Wanderer is competitive, and I was thinking, oh, okay, maybe I'll play like a competitive version with all the time walk effects or all the time warps and whatnot. But I was like, no, I'm going to search a little bit. So I found this deck, Selvala Heart of the Wilds, and I remembered how powerful it was during our conspiracy video and how much I really liked it. And so I found this one, and it's basically an Elf Ball style deck, which I also really liked. The last time I was in a really big standard tournament was the one where it was the Village Bell Ringer to untap all your elves and just keep tapping and making a bunch of mana and winning off the X spell. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's go for this. And I actually contacted the person who posted the primer. Got to talk to the two people who kind of created the deck, ASM and Two Hand Touch on Reddit. And so basically the way that the deck works is we're going to put out some elves. We're trying to get Selvala out to make a whole bunch of mana off of really big creatures. Now, Phyrexian Dreadnought, not something you see in Commander too often, I don't think.
No.
You see this in
Can't confirm.
in older formats. So it's 1 mana 12/12 with Trample. But when it enters the battlefield, you have to sacrifice any number of creatures with total power 12 or more, or sacrifice this. So it creates a lot of mana, uses Umbral Mantle, which allows you to untap the Selvala to create infinite amounts of mana.
Yeah, literally.
And then play really big spells, hopefully with X in them.
Genesis Wave is a good one.
Genesis Wave is definitely a good one. And I tried out Paradox. I talked with the people a little bit, and they were like, Paradox Engine, new card. Whenever you cast a spell, untap all non-land permanents, which is really good for your mana
dorks,
producers.
Yeah.
So we're going to try it out. I think everybody was kind of on the fence of whether or not this was like an enabler or maybe just a little bit more of a win more card.
Maybe we'll find out.
But we'll try and find out. So, Steven, what do you got?
Well, it looked like while you might be
Yes.
playing Two Hand Touch, Steven looks like he's playing Tackle. So
Yes.
I am playing Mishra, Artificer Prodigy. Now I'm going to read you what this card does. It is played in Commander, but its ability says whenever you play an artifact spell, you may search your library, hand and/or library for a card with the same name as that spell, and put it into play. If you do, shuffle your library.
well, Steven, that's certainly interesting because you
That
only have
is.
one of
I
everything.
only have one of every copy. Well, I went ahead and put them out. We have Planar Chaos, Blood Funnel, and Possibility Storm. And
Commander
the gist
staples.
of all these spells say counter my spell. So the way it would work is I would cast a spell when I have Blood Funnel in play, and I don't want to sacrifice a creature. So I just stack the triggers and let Blood Funnel resolve first, and it counters it, and then Mishra resolves, and I put it directly into play. That's how it works. I will be putting my spells directly into play after they are countered.
Obviously, just a very simple combo with Possibility Storm. You get 2 spells for the price of one.
I will mill until I find a spell, and then I will get to take that spell, I'll put it in the bottom of my library, and put it directly into play.
And obviously, very disruptive for the rest of us.
Yes. That would be where Planar Chaos comes in. You guys will be flipping coins, and the object of my deck will be to put you under one of these, Planar Chaos or Possibility Storm. Also playing Tezzeret. Obviously have some artifacts.
Yes.
Maybe I could drain someone out. And Padim, we didn't play Padim in our Aether Revolt video, Kaladesh. And I wanted to try him out. Now, given all my artifacts hexproof, sounds powerful.
Yeah, that's probably pretty good. And I imagine you have...
Yeah. I imagine that
they're
John has
plentiful.
a Vandal Blast in his list in order to eliminate.
I don't want to spoil anything, but
In
there
order
might be
to
a Vandal
eliminate
Blast.
that problem, but I need to protect my artifacts from your pesky abilities.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to be... I think everyone's playing some hateful stuff, and I'm sure everyone has some answers to things that are going on
It's possible.
elsewhere.
That I have some.
Is it? So while Jeremy was giving a shout out, I copied 98% of this deck from the Reddit user and MTG Salvation person, Razliox. I exactly know how to pronounce that because I kind of just read it. But read your primer. It's very good. Hopefully, I will do you justice and do all of the terrible, terrible things to everybody else.
Got to give a shout out. This is our coworker Tim Furrow's
Yes.
deck. This is the actual deck. We have made a couple adjustments because he didn't have new spells in there, like
Yeah.
the last 2 sets. So we added some, but this is his EDH deck, and I'm giving it a spin.
Yeah. So since we're doing something a little bit different, obviously we don't always try to play like full bore competitive decks all the time. We're gonna adjust the leaderboard. Well, adjust the way we're gonna get points for the leaderboard significantly for this episode. The only way we're able to accrue points is by order of elimination. So we're taking out if you cast your general bunch, first blood, if you kill someone with commander damage, and all of the ways you can get negative points. There's no negative points at all this video. So Jeremy, you can search as long as you want.
Oh, okay.
We will, however.
Now we will shame you.
Yes. We'll get the bell out.
Shame. But you're.
I want to experience that. And
But
you don't
yes,
want to experience that.
you can. Everyone can kill everyone at the same turn, and probably will. It's a pretty good chance that's going to happen.
You're allowed to attack me first.
We can attack Steven first.
think-
Spoiler alert: Steven's still in last place. So, speaking of the leaderboard,
You need some actual papers.
I really
to shuffle,
want. I know
yeah.
this just doesn't do it. Steven, you are indeed in last place.
It says here that you're not doing well.
You have 4 points. Now you got 3.
Good job.
So you literally quadrupled your points from last video, which is. I know. Yeah, hats off to you, buddy.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
You got 1 for first blood, as is
Yeah,
your
you
right,
know I did.
and you got 2 for getting third place, which brings you to 4.
Because you killed me and John at the same time. Right?
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
Jeremy, you got 2. You got 1 for getting axed first,
Yeah.
and then 1 for casting your general 4 more times, which is
I
good.
tried to get that out there because I knew it was looking bleak.
I mean,
John and I are tied for first with 7. I got 4 for winning. John got 3 for casting his general 4 more times, and
well.
got 2.
3 points for that. That's good.
Wait, did I say 3?
Yeah.
Sorry, you got 3 points total.
Yeah.
1 point for casting your journal 4 more times. 2 points for also getting third with Steven, because as you guys know, if you tie for a place on Commander Versus, you get the lowest place possible, not the highest, because that's how we do it.
Yep.
I finished higher than you
punish
in
the
everyone's
weak.
hearts.
Unfun for everyone.
I'm okay
That's
with you
right.
always being in last because it means I get to go second, and I like that.
I like going first.
Well,
Except
I'm
for the
not- I
last
don't wanna go-
episode, I
I don't
just
wanna
want to
go
be
first.
winning then.
Yeah. So again, only way to get points is order of elimination. So, it could be there could be as few as 7 points total given out this episode.
Yeah.
That is
Could get
a
a
very
Globetrot
real
award.
possibility.
We might add that in later. You know,
Maybe.
someone just
Director's-
Globetrots all
director's
over
choice.
us. Yeah,
Yeah.
director's choice. Did only one person play? He gets all the points.
Yeah, that's true. That could very well happen. So again, guys, try to be gentle. If we make misplays, no doubt we're going to make misplays this video. All of us, but John shaking
I
his
play
head.
perfectly.
Yeah.
There's no way I can make a
It's true.
mistake.
No recorded
happened.
mistakes so far.
Ugin
so-
is in my deck. So
You read
as
that
long
one
as I don't
over?
draw it, I think I'll be all right.
Okay, great. All right. Well, if you guys are ready to bash each other's faces in, and you guys are ready to watch it, then we'll see you in the game. All right, guys, so as you'll notice, we have our cards laid out in front of us. Normally we do Mulligan pregame just because it's kind of a waste of time. It's not necessary for you to see. But however, today, since we're doing competitive, we're going to do regular Mulliganing for Commander. So we're going to get a free one and then go into Vancouver Mulligan. So, Steven, you are going to get to go first.
So far, it's looking like Mulligan territory. This is going to be... I'm probably going to take my free one. It's not very good. My hand couldn't cast spells. So I get to draw 7 additional cards.
You do.
I'll keep mine.
And then a Vancouver Mulligan. You want to explain what a Vancouver Mulligan is?
Yeah, so Vancouver Mulligan is once you begin the game, if you have less than the number of cards that you started with, which would be 7 in our case, you have a free scry before the game starts.
I believe they just call that Mulligan
cut.
now, right?
It's just Mulligan now,
I know.
but just to be clear.
But we use the words Vancouver Mulligan.
Yeah.
So
to replace the Paris.
I wanted them to know. Is anyone else?
John's keeping. I'm going to keep my hand too.
Mine is
I need to know, you
a
know.
little risky,
Well, Jeremy,
but
if you want the biscuit,
Looks like
You
Steven
must
is going
risk it.
down an additional. He's going down to 6.
take
You're
a
on to 6?
free one.
you can take a free one.
Oh, you take the free one.
Not you.
Jeremy can take a free one.
Is there a 7 that's going to be? I think there's a 7 that's going to be better than this.
You cut a card I shuffled away back into my hand, though. Good job.
You're welcome. I mean,
We're
that
not
was
here to make friends today.
I know, that's
okay?
why I said
We're
good
not
job.
really
pretty close.
I complimented on his completely random ability to make me mulligan again.
It's a skill.
It's a skill. Luckily, I get to draw a card at the beginning of the game.
You
so
do. You do. Get
Whatever
a
I
card.
scry.
And you get a scry, which is
I'm gonna let
honestly
you cut this time.
not that bad.
I'll cut that next time.
And this is why we don't mulligan on camera.
Yeah, it takes a second.
It's okay.
This already looks like a keeper, even though it's not that good. We're keeping it.
Even though it's not that good.
We're keeping it. I'm gonna go ahead and resolve my scry
You
while he's doing
can
that.
feel free to do that.
Scry.
You're good.
Good. All right, so I'm going to take my 7.
We're gonna push that to the bottom.
This is a little better. Yeah, I think I can
Good enough.
try to
Everyone in?
keep this.
All right.
Not great, but
Steven Green,
We're gonna draw for the turn.
lead us off.
Cast a Steam Vents. You're up. Only the first one, guys. Come on now. You know how this works.
Just the first one.
Mountain.
just
Jeweled Amulet.
first one.
Jeweled
Now-
Amulet is a 0 casting cost artifact that says pay 1, tap it, put a charge counter on it. Note what type of mana was paid for Jeweled Amulet. And then I can tap it to remove a charge counter and add a mana of the type last used to put a charge counter on it.
Thank God you just have.
Wait, so just for my head, which may hurt.
Yep.
If you had put 5 blues on there and then a red, you could only use the red.
We're going to just say that.
Fortunately, it doesn't matter at all.
Oh, he's cheating.
Uh-oh.
He's still cheating. Let's see. Oh.
Oh. Cheats.
Oh, of course I'm not
Done?
going to mulligan.
All right. Draw. Misty Rainforest, I'm going to sacrifice for a Bayou and play a Soul Ring.
That's pretty good.
Well,
So you're done after that?
I'm
I didn't
done
have a
after
Soul
that.
Ring, but it's close.
You kind of did.
Yeah, it's not bad.
no, he had a jeweled amulet instead.
Yes.
Eh.
And you don't have to,
Alright.
you just get to tap it. No, you have to pay one.
Pay 1 and tap it.
Snow-covered forest
Yeah, I meant to
Or
use
an
the
arbor
ability.
elf.
Just tap it.
Okay.
Harbor Elf.
and pass the turn.
Alrighty then. We will island go.
Charge. Daretti.
There he is.
Ready.
No. I don't think you're ready for Daretti.
What are we doing?
Well, we really
got you a
only have
dice over
one
here for
option,
your general.
so we're going to discard 2 cards and draw up to that many.
It's a good choice.
We're going to discard Ensnaring Bridge and Sculling Turn.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Done?
Yep.
I will draw. I'll get a 37. 2 colorless. I play Scorned Villager
Yep.
and Priest of Titania.
Yeah.
And I'll pass.
Well,
Draw.
See, I don't know what kind of game you came to play today, but
looks like everyone wants mana. That's what the game we're playing is a mana game.
that is
Tap to
that is
tap.
the game.
Play Selvala.
Is the name of the game.
Go ahead.
We'll
Man.
play an Inventor's Fair.
Okay.
That's all right.
And then we'll play a Metalworker.
Okay.
Everybody wants some mana.
Everybody wants mana. John just wants to rain on parades.
That's the goal here.
Is that what he's going to do here?
Figured it
Who
out.
knows what he's going to do?
Who does know?
That's a great question. Who really
The
does know?
people at home probably know. I think he's about to draw some more cards.
I think he might be.
That's not good for us. We can't have him drawing this many cards.
Listen, Stevie.
Jeremy might just kill you right here.
He might. That's
He
what
might.
that's what I'm actually
That's true.
terrified about.
He's already got one part of his infinite combo out. Every time he catches general,
Yeah.
he already has half of it.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Convenient. Jeremy.
Convenient.
It's terrifying.
leave you all in suspense.
I have to find cards in my deck just to cast my general.
That's true.
I mean, I could.
Let's
It's
pitch
a 4/4.
Workshop Assistant and Gemstone Caverns.
I need a black Manias to cast it though.
And for turn,
What did we pitch? I'm sorry.
Gemstone
Workshop
Cavern,
Assistant.
Workshop Assistant. Top and Scrap Trawler.
I like that one.
Scrap Trawler. So
That's-
if you're not familiar with the Aether Vault card,
Yeah, read us that one.
when Scrap Trawler or another artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, return to your hand target artifact in your graveyard with lesser converted mana cost.
So if this dies, you get a 2 or a 1 or a 0.
Yes.
If this dies, you get a 0.
If this
This
dies,
dies, you're sad.
Lesser?
Yeah.
Yeah.
0 lesser?
No,
is
it's
it
not.
Mox Lotus like half
All
a
right,
mana cost?
Go.
Just been playing Mox
Mox
Lotus.
Lotus.
Pretty sure it's a 1/2.
Draw.
Yeah, let's just throw that in there. We're playing competitive. It doesn't matter, right?
Well, I mean, compete.
There's no Glee Moxes allowed, okay?
Yeah.
We get enough of that elsewhere.
Something costs half a mana. All right, we got 2 in the pool, 3 in the pool.
All right.
We don't like it.
I bet it's an
Yeah,
elf.
so access
You're
to
not-
one.
you're not gonna
That's
like it, probably.
survival.
Ooh, that's a card.
Survival of the
Fittest?
fittest.
I just read a really good article about Selvala of the Fittest.
Yeah.
Guy was looking for the original art.
Oh, yeah.
Finally found it.
Where was it?
It was in Germany?
Oh, neat.
Germany? Japan? Japan. It was in Japan. Yep.
I'm going to discard a Mind Slicer.
Well, that's good, as long as you're not sacrificing it.
Well,
This turn.
Well, yeah, yet.
yeah, give me a chance.
Oh, do you have some mana floating?
I have 1 colorless floating.
Is it 1 colorless floating?
1 colorless floating.
Okay, roger that. I see it now. I was like, I gotta figure out. Oh, it's not a...
The Soul Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
okay,
from the
got it.
Soul Ring.
Scorn Villager can't be an elf werewolf.
It is not.
You know
an
they
elf
never. They
werewolf.
didn't make any elf wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a thing in
I
fantasy?
don't know.
I doubt it.
Probably. I don't think anyone's immune
Pretty sure they're
to lycanthropy.
Vampire werewolves.
Vampires. They're vampire werewolves.
Yeah, we've
In,
seen Underworld. They
in
turn into
Underworld,
some random monster then.
Yeah.
They're just called nightmares.
Terrifying.
Yeah, exactly. They're just
Apparently, they got the
sewage monsters. Is what they turn into.
last one coming out.
Sewage monster. Oh, no way.
I'm going to get Hermit Druid.
Oh, yeah.
Who would have guessed?
So you're gonna cast Hermit
I'm
Druid?
going to cast Hermit Druid.
Oh no. Well,
That's pretty good.
Okay.
I heard it wasn't bad.
Well, I mean,
Done after that?
well, you're not dead, Jeremy, so.
Yet.
yeah,
I'm done.
it's pretty okay. That makes this a little bit more realistic. But really, all I can do with it is this. Well then.
Well, then.
Well then.
You take your time. I'm going to
Yeah, I'm gonna take my time.
look at my sweet new Corgi.
Corgi Firewalker.
It's sweet. It's a Doge that's
Eh.
blind with
I
armor.
feel like
That only
We
took.
don't know if it's blind.
John is just
That's
gonna
what the
straight
Yeah, you're
kill
inferring.
me
Yeah, it's definitely blind.
if I try to do this into this.
It can only see the light.
I feel like I hate you. First off, I feel like Justin.
His
should
eyes
be-
see no darkness.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And, no, continue, please. I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
Steven,
It's only blind when it's
Steven.
nighttime.
you watch yourself.
Untap forest.
Catch me outside.
No, that's not what I do.
Catch me outside. How about that?
That doesn't work how I want it to work. Because this, yeah.
All right.
That's half the fun of this game.
Yeah.
Play Finhorn Elf.
Finhorn Elf.
Yeah,
We got
all right.
another elf. What do we have?
If only
I'm
he had
gonna
a priest.
I'm gonna give you one more turn.
It's my go.
He is just calling it
I
out.
don't know that I can.
We're gonna have some fun. We're
The
gonna
one
tap
that-
Metalworker.
Thing that I want to get.
We're gonna
with
reveal
this.
Ethereum Sculptor, Moccasin Flatus, Slum Simulacrum, and
gosh.
Great Furnace.
Mhm.
That's a lot of mana.
8
That's
colors,
8.
mana.
It's 8. How do I do this the way I want to do it?
How do you, Steven?
You were too busy trying to catch me outside instead of thinking what you wanted to do.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm just in my head. I have 8 colors.
It's not just in your head. You actually have 8 colors.
Yes, I do. That's correct. How many creatures are in play? 1,
Oh, gosh.
2, 3, 4, 5,
8.
6, 7, 8.
I don't know what that means, but I like it.
I do not like it at all.
So I revealed
9?
5.
No, it's 8.
No, it's 8. Okay.
Yeah, I revealed
3, 3, 1, 1.
I revealed 5 artifacts, which gave me
No, you revealed 4.
4 artifacts, which
Yep,
gave me 8
you had 8.
mana.
Mhm.
I'm gonna add a red.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Blasphemous Act for 1 red mana.
Ooh. Boo earns.
I don't like that.
Well, I didn't want that to happen. Alright. I guess I don't get anything back with my scrap trawler.
I'll respond. I'm going to sacrifice, or I'm going to discard Eternal Witness to Survival.
Yes. Well, John, you barely lost anything.
Yes.
That's how we planned it.
I did lose my scrap trawler, though.
Yeah, I didn't need you to have that, though. You don't need to do any shenanigans with that.
But I was ready to start doing shenanigans.
I'm sure you were, and I just said you didn't need to do any.
How can I do this now?
This guy's definitely on 7.
What's his ultimate?
Well, he starts at 3, so he couldn't have been even. You guys didn't attack him. So his ultimate is -10. You get an emblem with, whenever an artifact is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, return that card to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step.
All right, Justin has gotten
Baleful
a
Force.
Baleful Force.
Baleful Force.
Okay. And now, we use 2 of that 8 that I have floating. I'm going to play a Decklists.
6 floating?
6 floating. And then we're going to play Psalm Simulacrum, and I'm going to search before I draw. I can't do
Because
that. I
whenever
have
you
to
play,
draw.
yeah, you got to draw first.
And then I'm going to search out a swamp, and I am going to pass
Pass the
the
turn?
turn.
Alright. I'll just draw. That's not what I wanted.
You didn't get to return anything from the trawler, right?
I did not. Stevie was not having any of it.
Well, the board was getting out of hand already, so I had to act quickly. Get it?
No. No, I don't get it. Well. I feel like I need to keep ticking this Daretti up and finding things.
Someone cut that for me.
Discard Sandstone Needle and Decree of Annihilation.
Woohoo!
No, we need that.
You know what you need? You need to attack Daretti, Steven.
Well, given the opportunity, my 0-2 does a lot of work.
You have a 2/2.
Not for long.
Hey guys, meet Tanglewire.
Hey, Tanglewire.
Slow
You're a jerk.
down. Pass.
Hey, good play.
Justin, would you like to respond to Tanglewire?
Yeah, I would.
I assumed as much.
Is that the beginning of the upkeep, right?
It is at the beginning of your upkeep. You must tap 4 untapped artifact, creature, or land cards.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need a land.
Yes.
Yes. It didn't take him long to find that Dryad Arbor. Did you use Daretti on your turn?
I did.
Okay. That's right, you discard Decree of Annihilation, just like we wanted.
And Sandstone Needle.
A storage land?
Yeah, go.
He didn't need a land that bad.
No, I didn't. I wanted the cards.
All right, Jeremy.
4 permanents, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead, tap yourself. There we go.
It looked like a really awkward dab.
It was.
Oh, he has a land
Well,
elf too.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. We want to tap 2,
It loses at the beginning of your turn.
3.
I can stack it to where I will only tap
Yeah, you'll only tap
one
3.
less. I'll tap one less every time.
I'm going to play Vault of Whispers, draw a card. Cast an Ethereum Sculptor, draw a card.
Let's see what he's doing over here.
Doing some things and some stuff.
And attack Daretti once.
But why? Sure, whatever.
I mean, you can do whatever you want with Daretti as long as it
over
doesn't
there.
involve ultimating.
I wasn't gonna ultimate. You done?
I can't. Yeah, I'm done. I can't
Charge my
prove
charge.
that.
Here you go. 3. I don't think I need a Lotus Petal right now. Sure. Just draw. That's kind of cute. Thanks, Steven. Actually, I'm gonna top. Oh boy, that is not what I wanted to see.
So you got to tap 3 permanents.
Yeah, I know.
I'm liking that. Tangle Wire.
Yeah, John slowed me down quite a
You
bit.
know what? I actually cut that from this list, and now I saw it in action. I was like,
Yeah.
just tell him he should probably play Tangle Wire. It's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need
Definitely
some
good.
time.
It's definitely good in his and probably yours.
I need some time to draw a card.
I'm gonna draw this.
Okay. Uh-oh. And he's looking in the graveyard.
Play lands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like you attacking my.
Ensnaring Bridge.
Let's get a
There
little
it is.
protection. All right,
Yep.
I'm done.
In a turn, I'll take 1, go to 36. Survival.
Well,
Not
So
attack
it's-
you, just attack.
Attack
I won't attack my Daretti anymore. Not happy in that.
cards in your hand?
Yes.
Okay.
so we have to make him draw a card. Oh, yeah, that can get it in. Yeah, but
Yes, that can get in for 1.
that's it. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I
Oh,
was thinking. Yeah.
oh,
We got some options.
that one card in your hand.
Hey, that can get in for 0 if you pump it afterwards.
Don't you got some combat tricks in your deck?
You could say that. I have some combat tricks in my deck.
Yeah.
Cut.
Well, Justin is silently making his combo come together in his graveyard.
Well, yeah. It's
They're less
it's
meant.
during my upkeep.
They're less meant
It's at the
to be.
beginning of your upkeep.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I got you.
That's where we are currently.
They're less meant to be combat, as more so just getting more mana.
Mm-hmm.
Tangle Wire. Can I tap an enchantment?
You cannot.
I know.
it's not an option.
Untap. Tap 3.
3 permanents, please. Yep.
We got to get in there. We got to get this to ready. We weren't ready.
Ready.
My hand wasn't great, but it cast turn 2 Daretti, and I felt like that was just good enough.
I mean, unfortunately, you just didn't draw.
Yeah, it is.
much. You drew Decree of Annihilation, but I don't think it
Yeah,
was that
but
good.
I can't cast the 10 casting cost
that's
spell
just-
right now.
Kind of funny. I don't know that I do this, though.
What's kind of fun?
I gave up my Metalworker, so you guys remember that.
He gave up his metalworker
I did.
to blow up everything.
And do we have another elf?
No way. The elf
Uh,
deck
this
has
may
more
be
elves.
this may be something not just an elf.
What is it?
Gosh.
Giant growth in his deck? Come on now.
Yeah,
Might.
he might.
Do I do this?
Man, that would
It's
be
your body.
that'd be great if he just hit you with a giant growth.
Sure. Whatever.
No, something is +4/+4. We gave +4/+4.
Might have old Crow.
Oh, well,
it's only 2/2 because it can't do it on my main phase, so it's going to go for another 2.
Yep. He can't cast on the main phase because he can't attack with it if he does.
Yep. Pass
That's
after that.
correct. All right. During my upkeep, I'm going to gain a life off of Inventor's Fang.
Okay. 41 for Steven.
Then I'm going to tap. Like so.
Uh-huh.
There are my 3 permanents. And then we're going to go draw for the turn.
Indeed. Indeed you are.
This was almost at 10, like a turn ago. And you guys
What happened?
What happened?
Let's
know-
knock it down a peg.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
probably should have
Well,
tried
at least
to
it's
kill
not
it
dead.
earlier when I just didn't have anything to do with my Elfin Selvala.
No need for that.
No need.
Pay no mind for the scrap savant.
He is on his throne.
He is.
I like the
concerned.
black-red version.
Oh, yeah. I
We're
like that
going
when
to
you
cast
Iconic.
Gilded Lotus.
That is a good card.
For 4 mana. I'm
That
going to
is a
draw a
good card.
card.
That's also a good card,
Yeah.
as it turns out.
It's annoying.
We've been putting in some work.
Come
I'm
back.
going to cast Torpor Orb. Draw a card.
Creatures don't trigger.
Yeah.
Enter the battlefield abilities.
Got it.
Good to know.
Look at Jeremy's face.
That's kind of good for me.
I
I do have the
I'm
Dreadnought
done.
here that I had in my deck tech.
That is good for you then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Some of them are okay.
2 permanents.
It is not okay.
Oh, wow.
Over here.
I didn't know I was going to draw that.
Stiffening top. I think that's what it was.
Hey, if its stand bridge is tapped, it's turned off, right?
That
Guess
is
it's
not
That's
not
a mono artifact, right? Is that how those work?
You guys want to have fun, right? Everybody wants to have fun.
We've already been having fun. You keep taking it away.
Let's have more fun.
No.
Wheel
Of
Fortune.
yeah. Nothing I can do about it, I guess.
Whatever. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7.
Those were absolutely horrendous. Thankfully,
You have another chance.
we have it ready.
I'm pretty sure you get another chance, John.
Tick up Daretti and pitch 2 lands. It's like the mono red deck. It knows.
It does know.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
It always knows.
The orb. That's the exact sound I wanted when it came into this game. As long as Winter Orb is untapped, players
Untap
can't
more
tap
than one.
can't untap more than 1 land during your untap step. And that will end my turn.
I'm just going to think
Cards in hand?
for just a
I have
second.
5 now. You can definitely kill my Daretti.
All right. Just making sure.
Yeah, I'm just going to
Daretti most certainly can bite the dust now.
think.
What's there to think about?
If I want a survival.
That's true. I mean, you're going to be tapped out either way, right? So
John is making this game no fun for everyone. Yay!
That was the plan. Oh, I'm having fun.
you guys are trying to. Yeah, Stevie's got it. Look at Steven's
You've
board.
seen the SNL Debbie Downing skits.
have.
That's 100% you right now.
All right, only one of those lands on taps.
Sorry.
Yeah. Now you have a Tangle Wire for 2.
So, yeah.
I could tap it to the Tangle Wire next turn if you guys want to tap all your lands.
Nah, it's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Draw.
Yep. Heyo.
I remember back on turn 3 when I was like, man, I'm pretty close to killing everyone. But
Finhorn
it might
Elves.
be a little greedy. So I didn't do it.
All right. I'll pass the turn.
To be fair, Blasphemous Act kills everything. It kills Phyrexian Dreadnought.
Yeah, it does. So I untap 1 land
And
one
then 2
creature.
permanents to Tanglewire.
And then tap
You
all
did
permanents
it.
to take
You
it.
did it. Yeah.
Congratulations, me. I'm gonna play Snow-Covered Forest, tap it to play Assault Ring,
That's
good.
That's good.
Yeah.
and I will. Did I draw for the turn?
I
did
know.
not draw
While
for
you're
the turn.
doing this, I'm going to thirst for knowledge in your
But I'm
turn,
still
'cause
gonna
I'm
do
thirsty.
that. 100%. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Discard a skeleton shard. You done?
I'm done after that. I got nothing.
Just
else.
one.
One
I
land.
know. I'm going to survey the lands.
I understand.
Okay.
Lord of all he surveys.
There's my 2 permanents for Tanglewire.
Okay.
How do I get this to do what I want to do?
This is another downside to playing the competitive. Is usually we're a lot more fun, jokey.
Yeah,
a lot
I'm
more
thinking a
banter,
lot.
and I'm
Yeah.
thinking a lot
I'm
about
trying
what
to,
am I going to do
I'm trying
next?
to think.
Oh, John's preventing it.
This is
Yeah.
All right,
probably
now
this
what
is
can I do?
probably the least I've talked in a commander game ever.
Well, I got nothing else going on since I have, the 1 creature and 1 artifact that's
cool.
still under
I'm thinking myself
Winter
here.
Orb, and
I'm sure the director's got
Tanglewire.
some entertainment for when we're deep in the tank.
he's just literally
Maybe.
playing a movie in the corner.
Yeah.
while we're all sitting here talking. Hey, I know you guys are
We'll do
bored,
5.
so here's this movie.
well, he
We got
realized.
Desert.
Oh boy,
That's a good one. Yes.
I'm going to pyroblast that. Not going to pyroblast it.
Okay.
I would not be surprised if you just,
We're going to attack ready.
All right.
yeah, it's probably good.
And then I'm going to untap up to 2.
Mm-hmm.
One.
1, 2.
Okay.
Now what you gonna do? All that.
Black. I'm a demonic tutor.
Okay.
Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff.
Wild and wacky stuff.
I don't know what to get here. There's so many options. That one's a pretty good one.
Man, we thought I was going to be the one taking forever to search.
I know.
With this no negative points for searching.
Yeah, I know.
Take that rule away.
The director's probably watching Rambo over there since he doesn't get to.
Yeah.
There's no first blood today.
Yeah, no more using.
You may want to cut this. You should cut.
Should I?
Yeah. I'm going to play a Gobble Water.
Director's
I'll
gonna
play a
walk
Gobble
out.
Water. Your turn.
It's my turn now?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to tap these permanents. Which one do I want to tap? Probably just that one.
Players can't take more than one. You only have one land. Okay.
got
Yeah,
my
he
one.
chose. He picked his
Yeah, he
one.
picked his one
That was
correctly.
my one.
For some reason, I forgot that it was the Mox Diamond under there.
Everybody's having fun.
Nope.
You
Not
are.
anymore.
You're not. That's not. Just. It's just not true.
Only John's works
One.
having fun.
Let's guess Wildfire. Floating a one.
I do not
lands?
like
4
that.
lands, 4 damage to everything. That's
I
not.
don't like that at all. Man, I think I've bungled this game badly. Very badly.
There's my 4 lands. Here are all my creatures. I will draw a card off
Yep.
of Assault.
Oh, lands, how I knew you.
There's my 4 gone. There's the Wildfire.
I'm going to sacrifice this, go to 35.
Sure. The 1 floating I have, I'm going to charge the Jeweled Amulet. And I'm going to play a land for the turn. And that will be it for me.
I still am responding to Wildfire.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
For all creatures? Or
All creatures.
Yeah, it does not affect the Tezzeret here.
It does not. If I could redirect it to Tezzeret, I most certainly would.
I'll cast
I'm doing it wrong.
Entomb,
Okay. They're all in the grave.
since I'm not going to have anything anyway.
You have a Soul Ring.
feeling like Jeremy's not going to win this one.
Tap the Soul Ring.
I'm still worried about this boy over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steven's got
Those are gone, right? These.
he's got a lot
I'm
of
just-
things.
I could have made 5/5s, but how many cards are in your hand?
I had 4 right now, but I had more than 4.
Yeah, I'm saying not making the 5/5s that can't attack.
Sure.
All right,
Should go.
probably done with my turn.
Okay.
I might draw a land.
You gotta draw something.
I could draw a land.
You could draw
That's
a
my
land.
hope too.
Oh, you had 5 lands?
He had,
I had
he had
5 lands.
9.
I had a land
Or
every.
8.
I made a land drop every turn.
He had 8.
It does help when I play an artifact land and got to draw a card off of
It
it.
does.
Yeah.
Yes.
It makes it easier to
don't-
ensure those.
I think
land
it
drops.
says artifact spell, doesn't it? But either way. Here we are.
So I'm on turn 1.
Tap.
Does I cheated?
Yeah, it figured you were.
That's because I play my lands.
Nope.
Got to tap on a permanent.
A single permanent.
Yep. Any
You can
of
untap
your
1
choice.
for your winter warp.
Yeah, and tapped myself.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Can you stack it that way?
Well, 1 happens on the untap step. So
Actually,
no.
I'm
One
going to
orb's not
tap-
even going to be good
I'm gonna
against it
tap
for the
this.
rest of the
It's
game.
not. It's
Very
actually going to be
small
awful.
chance.
It's not even a combo.
It's not.
I'm going to get something, so. But I didn't. I think I wait on this. Go.
That's what you're tapping? You're untapping 1 land? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. The Badlands.
Just material.
Mm-hmm. You have some mana floating.
Cast planar chaos.
Steven, why don't you read that one for us?
Well, John's going to pick it up. I'm going to let him read it.
No, you're good. You're good.
It says at the beginning of your upkeep, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, sacrifice planar chaos. Whenever
That's
a
it?
player plays a spell, that player flips a coin. If he or she loses the flip, counter that spell.
Well, that's not fun.
That's it. I will probably just be odd or evening a dice since I don't have a coin.
That's a good idea.
No Miss South Carolina?
I'm done.
All right. Tanglewire, you're gone.
Everybody else just wants to slow this game down.
Slow down. All right.
Slow.
Well, let's hope we win the flip.
Hey, dude.
Ready.
They're ready.
Again.
All right. Odds.
What, Steven, you tell us what counters it.
Okay.
You tell me.
Odd is tails. Heads
Just
is-
tell us what counters it.
Odds counters it.
Okay.
Odd counters it.
Yeah.
Man, I hate that. I'm a fan of odds.
Get out of here.
Get it out of here.
All right.
Throw it off the table.
There shall be chaos.
Go ahead.
If you had a land, you could untap up to one of them.
Dope.
Untap.
Yep.
Draw for my turn.
I knew Wildfire was going to be trouble.
I knew Planar Chaos was going to be trouble.
Hadn't hurt me yet.
I'm just going to run this out there.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll just do this. Both of these seem like fun.
Fun, 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 fun,
Fun, fun, fun, fun, fun.
Fun, 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 fun. Fun.
Planar
That's
Chaos.
fun.
Let's pretend.
Cards in your hand, John? Right
I
now?
have 4.
I'm going to try to cast Duskwatch Recruiter.
Odd says no.
Odd says no.
Odd says no.
Get out of here.
Get it out of here. All right. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Okay. My turn. I get to untap 1. What do you guys want it to be?
Well,
You want it to be odd, it blows up?
Yeah, odds bad.
Odds bad.
Okay.
Get out of here.
All right. It's done. It countered 2 spells.
Yeah.
yeah, did it, some of its work.
It did.
For the turn.
Gotta pump the brakes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Slow.
And by
You said
a
you have
little
4
bit,
in your hand?
I have 4. You may attack
Okay.
with your Mishra.
That's good to know.
you're going idle speed on a
Yes.
in a 45 right now is what you're doing.
Yeah.
With your hazards on. Just
I'm thinking-
slowly.
Sir, when I pull people over, they don't pull over the median.
Got pulled over for suspicion
I'm
of mischief.
gonna do for 4 or less.
What's that mean? Driving
Minus
around
4?
Driving around with deployed airbags.
Do you know why I pulled you over? You know how fast you were going? I don't know, about 60, 65 miles an hour. 7 miles an hour.
7's a good number, okay?
Oh, man.
Movie's great. Just
Again,
looking over my
we're just
options.
playing movies in the bottom corner. Which I think on our screen is just going to be like right around here.
Yeah, it's okay.
Right around here somewhere.
This time, I'm going to choose Phyrexian Metamorph, and it's going to copy Gilded Lotus.
That's pretty good.
You don't want to copy Winter Orb? Or
You can
Tangle
copy
Wire?
Tangle Wire. That'd have been fun.
All the same to me.
Wait a minute. May have it enter, so it doesn't trigger, right?
There's no trigger.
There's no trigger.
No, it's not a
Torpor Orb
I
does
didn't
not
think-
stop.
I didn't think so. I just wanted to double
It
check.
just becomes it.
Yeah.
Because it enters the
just
battlefield
becomes.
as a copy of it.
You might want to cut this.
Nah, I already assume you're cheating.
Well, he was. We already found that out.
We cast Spreading Plague.
That's a fun card.
Whenever a creature comes into play, destroy all other creatures that share a color with it. They cannot be regenerated.
Man, that sucks for me.
Don't you try to regenerate them.
I'm at 41. Everyone else is 40. John, you're taking the first one.
Yeah,
I'm at 35. So John's at 36 with
4 Mishra damage.
4 Mishra. Well, I know how this game's ending.
And I will... You're done. I'm done.
The Mishra beatdown.
Bye-bye, Tangle Wire. You were fun.
Yep, that was a...
If he casts 2 spells this turn, I can't Mishra beat down.
Or just plays a land and plays a spell. That too.
2 cards out of his hand, and there's no more Mishra beat down.
Life will find a way, Stevie.
Well, I know that I'm looking at my hand, and I can't make him draw.
Life finds a way.
It, you know,
There it is.
yeah, I'm a chaos theory.
Exactly.
Here, let me see your hand. Let me pour water down the back of it. See how it's
need
going?
Some shades.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
The rack.
Yep.
Scroll list of racks. All right, go.
You know what's really fun, John?
What?
Tapping my mana off my lands and
All right.
casting my spells.
End of my turn. Double black spell. Go into the graveyard.
Isn't it fun to use your lands to cast spells?
That's fun too.
It is. I have 2 of them at least.
It's true.
It's not Gilded
Still
Lotus,
can't
but
do
here we are.
what I want to be doing.
Well, you
Here
can't-
we are.
can't always win.
Well, I can try. I tell you what.
I think I just don't play that. I'm just gonna try and wait to see if I can get this going.
I
guess.
approve. Anything that says wait
Go ahead.
or slow down.
I'm doing a lot of waiting.
You can entertain us now.
I still need to think.
You have 3 cards in your hand now,
case-
right?
I have 3
In
cards.
case I draw a land.
1 land is untapping.
Any land will... That's, I think or Winter Orb, it's not even doing anything. It's the worst Winter Orb I've ever seen.
6, red, blue.
Oh boy.
12.
black,
You have 12 assorted mana.
12
What do
assorted
you want to do with it?
I'm going to use 9 of it, and I'm going to cast Darkstone Forge.
Oh, joy.
I need that, you know? I need them to be immune to everything.
They are.
They are now.
They are now. I have 3 mana for it.
Here and forever.
I will cast a Nevernall's Disc.
I like that. I don't like that. It's awful. I only have 2 more
Play my
permanents.
land for the turn. The Bilvara Stronghold. You guys are up. Wasn't allowed to attack with Mishra.
No.
John said,
You didn't say the magic word.
We'll do 3 with the rack.
You know, in retrospect, I don't know if that wildfire helped you. I think it just let Steven go buck
Bonkers.
wild.
Well,
Buck wildfire.
it's
he
good.
did some stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I'm not happy about it.
He's done a lot of stuff.
My current plan is to continue doing things. Does this get enchantments? Oh, Spread and Plague. I wouldn't have played you. I thought Nevernall's Destiny get
Yeah,
enchantments.
man. Artifacts, creatures, enchantments.
Yeah. Wooded Foothills, you can't play that.
look
There's
at
no
that
forest in your
land.
deck.
Go. Hey, he
What's
drew
up?
one.
What you got over there?
I'm
land.
still done.
Oh, yeah.
Still done? All right.
Please draw a land so you can cast your general at least. Oh, there we go. The boys are back in town.
Boys are back in town.
Creature.
Nevin rolls this Darksteel Forge, huh? That's a
It's a
combination.
combination of cards. It also doesn't kill planeswalkers.
Yeah. No, I got you.
In case anyone didn't know that.
It does not kill, not even a little bit kills planeswalkers.
Wondering if I do
Boy.
this. Then
Well, look on the bright side. It's going to take me a minute to win.
Is it?
Is it?
12 mana at all times. Oh, day.
Again, may I remind you, it doesn't kill planeswalkers.
we're gonna create a beast.
Yep.
Kill all other
Green beasts?
green beasts.
Green cards? All right.
All the green creatures. Creatures is pass.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
may be only one.
I'm thinking in my head what I want here.
You do need to carefully think about your mana, Steven. You only have 16 this turn.
It's true.
It's a good choice.
I'm going to go ahead and just speed that up.
Yeah. 35 for John.
John's got 3 cards in his hand.
I do.
I have 7 in case you were
That's
wondering.
unfortunate. Why don't we go ahead and start things off with an activation of Navinral's Disc. Navinral's Disc has been popped. I lose the Spreading Plague.
All right.
Winter Orb's gone.
Winter Orb is gone. I decided to let you guys play some stuff.
Nah, not really.
Sure you
A little
did.
bit.
And then we'll make 12 mana. I have how much left? That was 6. I have 6 left. And I shall cast. These are tapped. I will put a creature on top of my library.
All right.
I'm done.
What creature are you putting on top of your library?
That is not the card I wanted to draw.
I'm going to do Solemn.
It costs 8 mana.
Yeah.
I do not have access to 8.
Sure you do.
Not 8 for
Don't lie
Daretti.
to me.
Not 8 for Daretti.
It's like I don't have access to 8. I
All
just
right,
have a Mishra's Workshop.
On a Vampiric Tutor in turn.
Jeremy, you just remember,
Yeah.
I'm here to help you. I've helped you.
How?
I made a
Winter
pretty
Orb's
big
gone.
mistake earlier in the game.
Which I got a Gobble Welder and you had a Wildfire.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it was
That was
your
pretty
fault
bad.
that both of these are in my graveyard right
They
now.
were going to die
That's
anyway.
true. It's his fault.
He was going to Wildfire.
No, it wasn't.
Probably didn't.
I
have
drew the wildfire.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
the other spell that I should have cast, but
it. Yeah,
here we
I
are.
went for that Goblin Welder and then you destroyed it, and I was like, well, John.
Yeah, I didn't want you to have a Goblin Welder. That didn't feel very good.
Oh man.
Man, okay. I'm going to get this.
Here we go.
It puts you to 33.
How much life would you like to
33.
lose?
None of it.
All right.
Not any of it.
Did you just get a forest?
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
At least you can untap them now.
I got this one for those watching.
Those at home.
Those at home,
And the
I'm-
director.
I'm going to pass the turn. Oops.
Whoa. Whoa.
Would you like to cut?
Untap.
No. Except for that one. I don't want that one there anymore.
Okay. Didn't need
or
that
that
one
one.
anyway. That one probably was like to rest it
Or
on.
that one. I think you got to reanimate.
Why didn't you cast it?
It wasn't time.
Fair enough. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news for everyone,
Yeah.
and Steven's been cheating nonstop, but that Nevinral's Disc is not gone.
Because it has.
I
It's
just sacrifice
indestructible.
it,
No, you don't.
Exile.
It destroys it.
Yeah.
It is tapped though.
It's
It is
untapped now. Right.
No,
No,
it's
it's
tapped. I used it
tapped.
that turn.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I thought you sacrificed.
No,
Navinral's
I
Disc.
wish you did, but you really don't. It's
All right. Well,
combo with your Darksteel Forge.
it's a good. It's a good thing you told me about that.
I was wondering where it was, and then I noticed it wasn't there.
I thought you sacrificed it, much like
No.
Oblivion Stone.
No, that card was printed a long time ago.
Yeah. Well,
It's gonna be a little difficult to get around.
Okay. Well,
Maybe somebody has like a deglamor.
I don't have a Deglammer, but I'm gonna beast within this Tezzeret.
I can
That's
appreciate that.
that's a good
That's a
start.
good start.
That's a good start.
Start that off and see if that
Give Steven a
does.
worthless beast that kills
Got
your
some
beast.
beasts
No, it doesn't. Yeah, that's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
quick.
yeah. Spreading plague's not there
Spreading
anymore.
plague's
I wish it was still there, but we couldn't have it. That's mighty unfortunate for me.
and then I'll pass the turn.
Where's that winter orb?
It's not there anymore.
I tried.
Oh my lord! I just get to untap everything. It's great.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and no more pesky planeswalkers. We'll draw for the turn. There we go. Hit John for 7.
28.
Yep. 28.
We'll cast Solemn Simulacrum,
It's pretty
which
good.
doesn't do anything, so it doesn't matter.
How did you even get that back?
Oh, it's shrunk off.
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's just a creature. It doesn't do anything. However, it's an artifact, and
That's
I
an
need those.
artifact.
Yeah, it doesn't even die.
Believe
You
I'm
don't even
done.
get to draw a card off of it.
I
Yeah.
know, but it doesn't die.
I get your point. All right.
Yeah, I feel like Steven might think people might be coming for the throne over there.
Yeah, we're just
Steven is
gonna
currently
make
sitting on it.
We're gonna make sure you don't come too hard for said throne.
How do we get around that?
You mean this?
This.
Yeah.
Mostly that.
Chaos Warp.
Yeah.
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 Where's your Chaos Warp?
It's probably not in his hand.
It's probably not my hand.
On the negative side, I'm not doing a whole lot, so I need to kill you rather quickly.
I'd rather you don't kill me. There's no reason to kill me, Steve.
Yes, you're the only person with mana.
What if I'd get rid of all the mana in play?
All of it?
Yeah, who you want to kill first?
Whatever. What's the difference?
I'm going to slowly peg you down for whatever I have to do. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to kill you.
Kill me?
Who?
If I get rid of all the lands first, will you
I'm
kill
going
them?
to kill all of everyone. That's what I'm going to try to do.
But I want to know if I'm going to go first.
Well, it looks like I'm currently attacking with Mishra Beast, so I can do
Mana
7
crypt.
at a time. It means I
Mana
won't
crypt.
be doing it all together.
Karamox.
Well, you're going to exile a card?
Well, yes.
I bet he is. My prediction. Red card.
He's got it right. I'm never going to cast Obliterate.
It's not very good against me right now.
Really? You don't say. Daretti.
Just make sure that obliterate's removed, so there's
It
no
is.
sneaky
It's
tricks
exiled.
later
All right.
when you commune with lava or something.
I have no responses to Daretti.
Nope.
All right.
Not a bit.
This is like the weakest Daretti I've ever had.
You gonna discard a card and draw a card?
No, I'm going to sacrifice something to get my top back. I can at least
Put your ensnare
I could at
bench
least
back in play.
Yeah, that's going to be great. That's going to be great. Well, it at least keeps me going. All right.
Sometimes that's all you need. Done.
Good.
I have aired
Yeah.
this game.
This whole game.
Oh man.
I'm pretty weak sauce. Thanks, John.
I'm gonna go to my end step.
Why are you thinking
Yes.
me?
To be fair,
He's got all this
none
stuff.
of this probably would have went this way had
Pass
you
the
not
turn.
locked them out after I blasted him a sec. You just
I
locked them out
tried
of
to
the
lock
game.
you too.
No.
I only cast Wildfire because you had a Goblin Welder, and I feel like you would have did some very
Can't
poor
do
things.
I would have
with a Goblin.
attempted to.
Yeah, so it was worth it. I regret nothing.
If I get a possibility storm, then the games are going to be a lot of fun.
That's a word. Yeah, you just let Garrick run rampant over there. You're attacking me for 7. So nice.
Yeah,
of you.
whatever.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, he is. You just keep attacking him and we'll be golden.
Man,
I can't do anything to you right now.
John, I'll help you.
Yeah, thanks. Don't
I'm
worry.
sorry, John.
You keep doing you. Don't worry
Johnny's
about
not
it.
sorry. Am I go?
I'm not sorry.
You done?
Like I said, I
Cast
regret
something.
nothing.
Yeah, I'm done.
Make it worth my while. You didn't.
Make it worth my while. What are you, a mob boss?
I am right now. That
You're not
is-
playing Krinko, okay?
That is a quality spell there.
I got plenty of quality spells.
Do you?
Yeah.
I have
I'm doing
one.
all right. As long as I could, have all my mana back.
Why don't we swap?
Done. None.
Okay, sure.
19.
I'm at 20. You got yourself at 19?
I'm at 19 now.
He was at 28.
I had myself at 36, but they were both in unison that I was at 20 or 35. So
I had you at
I just
35 and then 20.
35.
Yeah.
You that would have foothills, but you're 35.
that's exactly why I did it. That's why I believed you two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done.
It's top on upkeep.
What does his ultimate do?
Makes a 6/6 green worm token for each land.
Oh,
I
nothing.
Draw.
Steven can just blow up the world anytime.
Just play Grimolith with one artifact mana floating.
Yep. Yepers.
Draw the card.
4 and
Three.
1 art. Okay.
Just 3.
No artifacts.
Eugene.
Gene says, hey.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Eugene exile for 4.
No, he's good.
I'm gonna leave you. You good? You keep doing you, boo.
Okay.
All right.
Done.
It's creatures, right?
Hmm.
Exile.
Permanents.
Colored permanents.
Colored permanents.
Yes.
All right. Mana Crypt.
Hey.
Okay.
Getting somewhere now.
Doing all right.
Pass the turn. Well, I mean, listen.
No, I get it.
Discard.
Yeah,
it's
you good. That's probably what you vamp
slowly,
tutored for.
but maybe it is.
It might be.
This. Ugh. And I don't want to pitch it, so.
Man, is first thing more blue when it's
Lotus
a creature?
Petal.
It's
Yes.
not.
I really wish it was.
Just take up. Yep. And get another beast.
What's that thing's ultimate? Bunch of lands that are 6/6s?
It makes 6/6
It's
green
for
worm
each
for
land.
each land I control.
Oh, for each land you control. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Go ahead.
In a turn, pop never owns this.
Yep.
So tap it. All right, I'll respond.
Get it. Get him. Get him good.
I'm going to cast Necromancy targeting Necrotic Ooze.
Ooh, he might kill you. Or all of us.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to activate Phyrexian Devour.
Is it a trigger from Necrotic Ooze? Because there is a Torpor Orb in play.
No. It has all, when it's on the battlefield, it has all activated abilities, all creatures, and all graveyards.
All right. You got the whole thing in there, don't you?
I sure do.
Oh,
I'm going to
boy.
exile for 0, get 6. When its power is 7 or greater, bury it. So that's going to be a trigger that's going to go
Yep.
on the stack.
Yeah.
I'm going to remove 6, hit John for 6. Get a 13. Because I have a Triskelion. Exile the top card. 5. Trigger again. John for 5.
Feel like you're just targeting me. Look at Stevie over here.
Yep. 0. I'm going to keep going. Trigger still on the stack. Trigger still on the stack. 1. Trigger still on the stack.
Just for the people at home, what exactly are you doing with your trigger still on the stack?
Well, Phyrexian Devour. Actually, that doesn't matter because it's Necrotic Ooze.
So-
There's no triggers.
Necrotic Ooze has the ability of Triskelion, which allows you to remove counters and deal damage.
And Phyrexian Devour allows me to pay 0 to remove the top card of my library from the game to put X +1/+1 counters. Well, +1/+1 counters on it equal to the converted mana cost of the card.
Got you.
So
Yes.
it's getting +1 counters. So 2 more. 3 more. John's at 8. 6 more. I'm going to remove 8.
Take John.
Kill Suarez. I'm going to keep doing that. So unless anyone has a way to stop me, I need to get to 81.
Let's find out if he gets the.
So let's find out if I get to 81.
If you want to, yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Sure.
So 3. Well,
Yes.
7.
You're always going to go below. Yeah. 11.
11. 12. 14. 16. 19. 24. 26. 30. 35. 39. 40. 42. 46. 48. 53. 57. 58.
62.
62. 65. 68.
75.
We hit one.
66. Or, excuse me, 76.
76.
Was it 68? 76.
78.
78. 79.
I think you got it.
82.
82. Jeremy, I'll kill you first and then Steven.
Well, you got what you wanted.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate dying first.
I
I know why you did it.
I don't
get
appreciate
it.
you being tied to me
I
on the
get it.
leaderboard.
No, I
No,
get
no,
it.
he did it
Tie's
because
tie.
I enabled that. I just sat here and I kept everyone from winning the
You
game.
kind of did,
Yeah,
Steven.
you randomly activated
Now,
Netballs
I
for no
needed to
reason.
draw some cards and do some tutoring to make that happen.
Yes, I was not paying full attention to your graveyard. Maybe I would not have went for that.
Well, any point you activated, he just kills you. So,
I
was
know,
gonna
I could
wait.
have just sat
I was
on it
gonna
though.
wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had forever.
so the turn
did.
that I wildfired, I could have Vandal Blasted.
Oh, man.
But
that
it
is
would only
wild.
blow up 2 artifact lands and 3 artifacts.
As it turns out, that probably would have
It
been
would've
good
been
enough.
better.
Yeah.
Good.
But he would have been left with Goblin Welder, and then I don't know if you guys are familiar with Goblin Welder.
Wait, he
that
didn't
card
have
makes
Goblin.
yes, he most
Yeah.
certainly.
Oh,
had
you
Goblin
cast it
Welder.
right before. You
Yeah.
cast it
That's
right
why
before.
I cast Wildfire.
Yeah,
Then it
it's
would have
pretty
been
good getting Goblin Welder and Hermit Druid on summoning stick turns. Yeah.
So I went
To
with
be,
the Wildfire
to be
route.
fair, it probably only because what Steven ended up being good against Wildfire. But
Yeah.
if you didn't, I was going to do
Yeah, you're gonna do your
similar
unfair thing.
things. Yeah. So,
And then I felt like I was going to Vandal Blast next turn, and I couldn't get the mana to it.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
just- you're just
Dark
so
Steel-
close.
Dark
A
Steel
couple
Forge
turns
came
later,
out.
I got to put the forge in.
You put the Forge in
Probably
play 2
right
turns
when
later.
he could do
yeah,
it.
right when I was
Yeah.
able to do it again. Like I was about to untap for 5, and then
yeah.
Blow everything up.
I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I had so my turn 3, I could have played Phyrexian Soulgorger, 8/8 for 3.
yep.
Tapped, got an 8, Green Sun for Woodland Bellower,
Okay, which gets you a 6-drop.
and
or
then
a 3-drop.
gets me a 3-drop or lower. And the only thing I was thinking was like, what's the Wirewood Symbiote
Sure.
originally, and then
Which lets you
but there was
untap
no
that.
draw outlet, which
Okay.
is really what the deck wants to do. The deck is really a storm deck
Sure.
that wants to go off on turn
Yeah.
3 or
Putting a bunch of big guys in play
Not
didn't seem like it was
today.
going to do it anyway.
No, not today.
Not today.
Not today. But that's what it wanted to do. It isn't the big creature, like ramp up and just make a bunch of big creatures. You don't want to play like Craterhoof and what was the 8-drop Terastodon,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like it's meant to play out a bunch of stuff, draw a bunch of stuff, bounce your Great Oak Guardian,
Yep.
giving everything +2/+2
Yeah,
and untapping
yeah.
it, and then just
And just keep it going
infinitely
from there.
doing that.
So our decks are actually kind of similar.
Yeah.
We're doing the same thing. You're going back and forth between your hand, and I'm going back and forth between
Your
my
graveyard. Yeah. I do have also the Scroll Rack Memory Jar loop
Yeah, that's fun.
as well.
Yeah.
Which is
So you can
it's-
just keep going.
It's kind of in there as I can't attack or whatever
Yeah.
backup.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I think that the deck was just like a lot of fun, and it was more of a storm deck. I didn't want to give that away in the
Of course.
deck tech, obviously.
Yeah. I don't want to show all my. No one wants to show
Exactly.
all of their combos.
Exactly.
Like, that's
I
what we're
showed you
kinda
guys what
doing.
mine did. Unfortunately, I only got Planar Chaos, and I
Yeah.
lost the roll.
I mean, Fire Chaos did its job though.
Yeah,
yeah,
got
but
rid
it
of
actually
it.
stayed in
did.
play.
Daretti would have been great.
Yeah. Yeah, that planar chaos was actually pretty important
As soon as he said odd.
because
Damn.
John had if that already resolved, he had a chance to really like because that was the turn he needed to like start getting a grasp back on the game, and then when he didn't have it and a whole turn cycle went around,
It's too late.
and you essentially have your whole turn, and John just skipped a turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It's
Turn and made Daretti cost more.
Yeah,
It just makes it hurt knowing that I tapped my permanent and you won because I tapped it.
you did, Steven. I couldn't.
But
you know what? I
I'll
wouldn't have
thank
had it
you
any
for
other
the
way.
second. I'll thank you for second.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? No,
Yeah.
I'll let it slide this
Yeah.
time.
Well,
okay.
I mean, I had to. The Jarad deck is obviously there's a lot of like graveyard based combos, but it's still like a mid rangey deck. But once I was like wildfired, I'm just all right. Well, like I have to do it. I got to do this.
Just combo.
I had to do this the most combo-y way possible. I can't just grind people out, which
You
this
also
deck is
needed
able to do.
Naturally draw each individual part of that.
Kind of. Well, because I mean, over the course of
some pieces of it.
I survivaled one, entombed another one, vamp tutored another one. So I did have to that was like over the course of like 10 turns. I put that
Unfortunately,
together.
at the end of the game,
You built it together, and
I did.
obviously
was drawing a
got
bunch
the
of,
win out of it. So.
Yeah.
mana.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing I didn't need.
This deck is pretty light on lands, so like when John had his wildfire in his deck tech, I was like, well,
That got me
I'm
hard.
probably okay. I can do. You can kill all my lands or you can kill all my creatures, but if you do both at the same time, then it's just such an uphill
real rough.
battle that it's like,
I needed
really,
the ward.
really tough.
I needed the ward to stop Stevie. The ward of bone.
Yeah, no kidding.
There will be no anything.
I mean, I didn't really have. I mean, that was kind of. I only had like a 2-turn window before you were like before Steven could actually like.
I had a sculpting steel. I could have made another Nevinron's disc and then sat behind that forever. But I didn't do it that turn. I was like, I'll save the sculpting steel. I might need it to make a Wormclaw engine or something, just so I can actually kill.
That is like an unbeat. If you have 2 discs and you can just like tap one and just leave the other one on tap.
Yeah,
I don't think
pretty
anybody
good.
could. Yeah. I had to try to get you when you felt like you could safely just be like end of turn, sweep everything.
Yeah.
And I had the
It
one
was
card.
very brave because I have all my mana open and like 4 cards in hand.
That was
You were
my.
like,
I felt like
going
that.
for
I
it.
felt like
Yeah,
that
he
was my,
loses mana crypt though.
I lose my mana craft. That was my only shot.
Yeah.
Because I can't wait until I draw lands to do it naturally. Because
How
then
else can you do it at an instant speed?
that's it.
That was the only one.
That was the one.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
that's
the only way you can do it.
Yeah. I have a
I
lot
don't know
of
if you played makeshift
mannequin.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very fine line between the reanimation spells, the enablers, and the targets.
Welcome to competitive EDH.
Yeah.
A couple players basically didn't play. He still managed to win.
I was one of the players that didn't
I was
play.
winning, and then I lost.
Yeah.
I got to do what I wanted.
That is exactly
Slow the whole game down.
how if you're playing this format competitively, that is exactly how everything goes. That literally is the like exact game.
You pretty much want to win. You have to either do what Justin did, just sneak it in there when no one's looking, or
really
play against
backdoor your way.
everything. Like, oh, what could they have? I gotta wait.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Steven was doing a pretty good job of like sledgehammering everything that came up, but I had, like we said, like the one thing
Yeah.
that I could have had to just like
would've had-
backdoor my way.
I felt good with Ugin when I topped.
And that's when I
Ugin,
knew I was like,
ooh.
I can't let John untap because then he can like start. I don't know. I'm always concerned when you have like mana and a thing where you don't have to tap your mana
Yeah.
because I know the type of stuff that you play and I know better.
I was
I
trying
know
to
better.
get him out of the game. I was like, just get him out of the game. He might do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, we do hope you enjoyed us doing a little bit more competitive. I know for some of you, this is not what you guys love to see. This is not why you play Commander. Personally, I don't love playing competitively all the time. Every once in a while, it's fine, but like for me, Commander is like the fun format. Like I like to win, but I don't care if I win. I just want to play cool stuff. So every once in a while, this is fine for me. So those of you that wanted to see it, congratulations, you got your wish. Obviously, this isn't something that we're going to do frequently. We waited several seasons before we brought it back just because there's tons of competitive type stuff that you guys can watch on the internet, and we try to make our little niche in Commander, and sometimes we go a little bit outside of that. And
I'd
today was
like
one of those
for
days.
everyone to play in the game.
Yeah,
And that's kind of a problem in the competitive decks.
it's
It is very easy to shut an opponent out of the game.
All the decks are either really hateful or overly proactive
Yeah.
on trying to just kill everybody in various ways. But we hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure to let us know how you felt about it on Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys know the deal. On Twitter, hashtag CMDRVS, and you can find us at JParnell, at JParnell1, at Jeremy Knoll, at Redneck Wins, and at A Natural Death.
They found me.
That's name.
Yeah, they found you.
Oh, yeah.
They found you.
Sure, they found me too.
I went like 10x my normal followers, which was like 2.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So,
That's impressive.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I'm
Way to
trying.
be at 20.
We're trying to be a little more. We're trying to be a little more active on social media just to interact with you guys more, so we can find out what you guys wanted to do. And obviously on Reddit, Jeremy and I know kind of are a little bit into the EDH subreddit. I think we're every once in a while, at least on Wednesdays when these go up and you guys watch them, we try to be as interactive as
I lurk
possible.
a lot on the other threads, but when ours go up, I definitely interact.
I'm trying to do better. I'm doing my best.
Proper word for me. If I am on Reddit, I am lurking. I am never.
Steven is a professional internet lurker.
Okay,
That's true.
I am everywhere, but you don't know it.
I don't feel like it's fair for me to say final thoughts on the losers since I could not have won in a more BS way. That being said, heart of the format, final thoughts from the losers.
I think that's just kind of how the format is, though.
I played my spells all game. I didn't struggle.
You absolutely did. John played all his
I've been
spells,
casting Wildfire since like 1999. I'm not. Any chance I can cast that card, I'm going to do it.
I hear you.
It's great.
Yeah, I think it was fun. If I would have gotten to play a little bit more, it would have been fun. But watching all the other interactions is always enjoyable.
Yeah.
Except for John, who just
I had
liked
fun
to
minus the losing.
slow everything
You had to
down,
do the most
make sure
things.
everybody else doesn't have fun.
Lots of things.
In case you guys wonder why I don't play Golgari all the time, this is why. It wouldn't be any fun for anybody.
I just want to point out to the folks at home that I didn't have infinite combos.
You didn't?
You know what? That does not matter today, Stephen. Maybe you should have.
Yeah. Oh, my Nevernall's disc? That barely counts.
That barely counts, he says.
I didn't make infinite mana or infinite damage.
Well, yeah.
Neither did I.
Neither did I.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you did. You infinitely damaged.
Not true.
Infinite.
I was running out.
There's a
He would have
number.
only been able to
Stephen,
go
if you were at 100,
yeah.
you'd have won.
Killed me first.
No, I don't think I would have.
Oh, if I was at no, I wouldn't have. I would have won. Yeah, you'd have been doomed.
You're not. You were at 41.
Yes, just enough.
Yeah. All right, guys. Tune in next week for our more regularly scheduled Commander Versus. For John Suarez, for Stephen Green, for Jeremy Knoll, I'm Justin Parnell, and we'll see you guys next week.